Hey guys, I've been asked this question and I'll try to answer it real quick. Probably in the last year is a lot of these sporting goods companies, when you buy a softball bat, they actually have where they can, one Kelly Sports actually says they can heat treat it where it breaks it in a little bit faster. A lot of other people say that they'll help break it in for you by having somebody take swings with it, charge you $20-30 and they'll send the bat back to you. And what is my thoughts, especially on the Kelly one, because they're talking about doing something to a bat that nobody knows about. It's called heat. It's not rolling because they can't roll it, legal. So it's called heat treating, where it breaks the bat in. I've never seen them do that. I've never heard of them doing that. Well, what's my thoughts on it? I think if you're an older guy, there's reasons why I think you should do it. One is if you're buying the bat and you got a tournament coming up pretty fast, I would recommend you doing it. That way it gets a few swings on the bat, or it broke in a little bit on the bat before you take it to the tournament. You still got to hit with it. Another thing too, guys, you still have to hit with that bat. They'll do whatever they do to it and then they'll get it back to you. You still got to hit with it a little bit to break it in, just not as much as it would be if it was brand new. So I recommend, if they offer it, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing for the price. It actually gives you a head start as getting it broke in, where when you get it, you just got to break it in the rest of the way. I think the guys that need to do it, there's the guy, like I said, the guy that has the tournament coming up and he can't get out there and swing. Another guy that lives up north, a lot of snow, a lot of rain, a lot of cold weather, that can't get out. I think those guys, I would recommend them getting it done. And then another thing too is, I think who needs to do it is a lot of you older guys that aren't generating the bat speed you used to. A lot of the older guys that aren't as heavy as you used to be. A lot of you 60 plus, 70, 80 year old guys that, in my opinion, y'all can have a bat for a year or two before it even breaks in if you just use it normally like you've been using. Because in my opinion, you're going to be at a disadvantage if you go up and play in a softball tournament and you're playing against guys that have had this done or are a lot bigger, weight transfer or whatever, a little bit more bat speed than you do, that has their stuff that's broke in. So you'll be at a disadvantage if you go to a tournament, if you don't do something to get a bat broke in. So I recommend when you guys buy your bat, if you want to do this, go right ahead and do it. I know Kelly offers it. A few other sporting good stores out there offer it, where they'll charge you a little bit more on top of what they charge you for the bat, and that'll break it in a little bit more faster. My opinion, it doesn't do anything to the performance. It doesn't make it worse. It doesn't make it any better. It may add a little bit more life onto the bat. I haven't heard anybody complaining whenever they got it done. I recommend those group of guys that I just mentioned, if they want to get it done, go ahead and do it. The guys that really don't need it done are the 40s, 50s, maybe getting into the 55s, that actually go out and take a lot of BP, that live in South California, South Texas, Florida, places like that, where they can take a lot of BP. But here's the deal: you don't want to be at a disadvantage when you go play these tournaments or these big tournaments. You want to have a game ready bat, and if there's any way that you can get it done via Kelly Sports, by 100%, guys, go get it done. I don't think it does anything. I don't think it does anything bad to the bat. I don't think it does anything great to the bat. It just prematurely breaks it in. Thanks, guys.